everyone, this is Mr. Assassin and I'm here today to do the 7 Deadly Sins chapter 159 and 160 review. Now the reason I didn't do chapter 159 last week, it was because in my opinion it was garbage. The chapter last week didn't have anything going for it. It was a simple chapter. If I would have done it last week, it would have taken me less than 2 minutes, and I saw no reason why to create a 2-minute video and have to edit and do everything about it. It was work in vain. But basically I can make a 2-chapter review this week and it will be worth my time. Now what happened in the last week's chapter is that we go back to Arthur and Meliodas. They were eating the meat from the sandcrawler, and of course the meat tasted horrible, so they went on their way in the maze. At some point Meliodas felt something from one of the walls of the maze. He touched the wall and he sensed Elizabeth. On the other side, Elizabeth did the exact same thing. She felt Meliodas and she touched the wall, and it was like they were communicated through the wall. Now the walls of this maze are magical and they are made so they cut people off. They cannot communicate by the walls. So the link between Meliodas and Elizabeth is so great that it can bypass the magic of this maze. And of course, being all mushy and such, basically that link is love. I don't see any other way that this could end up. Love conquers everything, you know. After that, we see Elizabeth healing Hauser's leg, and she's getting better and better with her magic, which is a good thing. And then we go to Arthur and Meliodas again. Now Arthur sense some meat being cooked, and he goes into that direction. He sees some sandcrawler meat being meat being cooked, and they try it and it actually tastes pretty good. And so Arthur says, whoever the chef is that prepared this meat, I want him in my kingdom. And of course, the chef that prepared that meat turns out to be Bam. Bam is inside the maze. So in an old-fashioned familiar way, Bam and Meliodas start fighting each other to compare their strengths, their newfound strengths. And of course, Meliodas is a lot more powerful than before. He ends up beating Bam to a pulp, but we all know that Bam is immortal, so whatever. After they after they have their episode, Bam tells Meliodas that Elaine is also here, that somehow she was brought back to life. Meliodas doesn't care about that. He cares that his friend he's with his loved one, and he says, well, good for you, friend, whatever, you're with your loved one. And that's when Bam starts apologizing that he tried to kill Meliodas before, and Meliodas is just like, no, doesn't matter, I forgot it already, let's go, friend. So they're back together again, basically, they're friends, it's like nothing ever happened. And that's basically what I hate about Meliodas' character, because no matter what opponent he's facing, no matter how horrible of an opponent he's facing, no matter how hard his friends betray him, he's always cheerful, like, nothing ever happened, whatever, I'm on my way, I'm good, I'm okay. You don't see that in real life, and that because of that attitude of his, it makes it very hard for me to connect with him. And when you cannot connect with the main character of a series, yeah, that's bad. That's bad because you don't get into it. But it is what it is. So now let's go to chapter 160. So basically Meliodas asks Bam how long has it been since he has last seen Elaine or Escanor. And Bam responds that Elaine, it's been like an hour, but don't worry about her because she's with the Fairy King and Knight Jericho, of course. And Escanor, he hasn't seen Escanor for a whole day. And then Bam asks Meliodas, well, when was the last time you saw Elizabeth? And Meliodas is like, Elizabeth is behind this wall. And Bam is like, well, how are we going to break this wall then? And they put their forces together and they freaking break the entire wall. They create a gap so huge in the wall that they could pass through it before the wall closes again. Of course, they use so much power that they don't only break through that wall, but they break to the adjacent wall, to the next wall as well. And what do you know, they're full of luck because the next wall was the wall that the demons were on. So now they could go straight directly to the demons. They don't have to go through the maze, which is again an ass pool and amazing. I have to tell you right now, if the 7 Deadly Sins continues in this matter, do a review once every 2 or 3 weeks, because there's no substance to these chapters, none whatsoever. Like, when you read them, it's a waste of your time. Not only are you not getting any chills down your spine because you know that main characters are not going to die, but their power is so overwhelming, where to everything that's in their way, it's just there for props. It's not going to cause anything. Like this maze. This maze, when I first saw it, was fantastic. I thought, good, something else that they need to use their brains to solve. A maze. But apparently they don't need to use their brains to solve it. They can just go through it with pure power. And that, to me, it's unappealing. Anyway, as I said, they broke through the wall, and on the other side of the wall, there's Matrona, there's the other teams that have defeated the Sandcrawlers, the Earthcrawlers, whatever. There's the demons, and there's the other part of their team. So I think now that the tournament is going to begin, and I'm waiting for the tournament because I hope that the tournament is better than what we got so far. Because it seems that the Seven Deadly Sins as a manga has started to lose substance along the way. When I first read the Seven Deadly Sins, the first 100 chapters, not even 170 chapters, they have substance. The way they were written, you were glad that you were reading them. But not now, not anymore. Something got lost along the way, and I think the author needs to find what got lost. Because the rating for this chapter is bad, just bad. I was hoping that they would have to solve the maze with their brains, not just go through it with pure power. But that's it. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Have a nice day.
Any rational society would either kill me or put me to some use.